Hi everyone, Mary here from Mary from Ireland on YouTube and Angels Love a Light everywhere else on social media. And my name is Mary Keena Donlan. That's the name I go under uh, when I write my books. So if you want to Google Mary Keena, K-E-E-N-A, Donnellan, Donnellan, on Amazon, you'll find my books. Because if you just Google their names, well, some of them come up and more of them don't. Onwards and Upwards was my last book, and there are several books of that name on Amazon. Anyway, you'll find me through my website, www.angeliclifeguidance.com, and my second website, marysgiftsofireland.com. Both links will be below the YouTube video. Right. So yesterday I made a video for the solstice weekend and it was pretty amazing. And it turns out that it was similar energy to some of the messages Amanda Ellis got in her video. And if anybody follows Amanda Ellis, she's in the UK and I'm in Ireland, and it's crazy. Like, both of us were in London at the one time on 11/11 last November. She was at Heathrow and I was at Stansted, and huge synchronicities between us. On the day, I went to a bookshop recommended by a friend of mine, and what was in the bookshop? Only Amanda's deck of cards. And then she channels some of the great singers, and somebody was outside a tube station singing a John Lennon song, I think. And I went, whoa, what's going on here? So I said, I better keep an eye on this lady. So now we're in harmony, or in sync at the moment, and it's interesting. So it was about doors opening and following your heart, really. And that's what I want to say to you, is keep your focus on your path and don't make it too difficult on yourself. Look at what you want to create, because lots of sad stories going on that are coming to my attention, not through the internet, through people I know in the physical around me. There's lots of stuff going on, lots of sadness. So keep your vibration calm, at peace, full of love, happiness. Send out the good vibes to your community, your family, your friends, your country, and planet Earth, of course, because a lot of people need it. But our job is to stay on our path, stay calm, stay in the light as best we can. I've been working through some stuff for the last month and a half, we'll say 45 days, and it was just a process. It kind of came from the energetic to the mind to the physical, and reminded me that I'm on a spiritual path. And what's my path? What's your path? What do you know your path is? What have you been working on, and how have you been working the path? Are you going to change how you work it? Like, I knew my path has been that Archangel Michael has been with me, and the Ascended Masters and everybody. I'll be pulling cards on them, and I had to keep bringing myself back, because I was going to be pulled into a physical ailment, a physical illness, and this is not for everyone. Some people, if you feel the need to go to the doctor, the nurse, the hospital for an x-ray, for an MRI. I had an MRI back in 2012. Trust your gut instincts, and that's what I had to do. Trust my gut instincts, and I just know, and I didn't know at times whether I was resisting making a move to do this. But when I would make up my mind to do that, and wake up the next morning, it just did not feel right. So I sat with it again. I was very unclear a lot of the time, no clarity, and kind of wonder, where are ye? But I had to be left to my own intuition. Went back then to before I knew the angels and before I knew about connection even. How would I have thought about it? And I went through that phase, and my inner knowingness guided me. So trust all of that. Whatever is going on for you over this eclipse, over this, solstice time, new moon time, big changes. Now, not huge for me, but it was a process and it tested my faith, put it that way. But we're out and through, thank God. And let me see where I'll start. I was drawn to 4 decks. Colette Baron-Reid, The Wisdom of the House of Night. Oh, I haven't used this in a long time, even for myself, but it was sitting on top of a book and I said, here goes. So it has something to say to us. Lovely deck. I love Colette's decks. I usually use them online, but I have 2 decks. I have this one and I have, what's the name of it? The brown one. Enchanted Map. God. Easy known, I don't pick it up too often, but I do use them online. She has an online pick a card. These are gorgeous. And there's a card after falling out. Beautiful cards, look. And they're lovely and shiny and gold rimmed or silver rimmed or whatever they are, and just, they're all dark, but they're just gorgeous. Black is very regal, not regal, but just beautiful. Okay, we've graduated. Congratulations. Look at that. We have our diploma or our degree success. So you're patting yourself on the back. And that's where I'm at. Patting myself on the back for getting through this last process and all I have done over the last 11 years. So do that. Pat yourself on the back and don't think of yourself as being small or a victim. Like, if you're falling back into an old pattern, look at what you've done already. Look at how far you've come and more success to come. That just says congratulations. Number 39. 3 and 9 are 12 and 1 and 2 are 3. If any of those numbers, 3 are the Ascended Masters, and I'm actually going to use that deck too, so I'll use it next. So just look at how far you've come and you are assured you will be successful if you have that deep inner knowingness and you want to focus on the path and you're here for higher reasons. You will be successful, and trust your path and trust the faith and trust your messages. And if you don't have clarity, sit on it and ask for more. I remember in the last while, can I have a dream? Can you tell me in my dream? And I'd wake up the next morning and no dream. So it's whatever way you're meant to process is the way you're meant to process. And this was a test on my path, on my faith, and whether I'd fall into fear. And every time I thought of a little fear, or maybe it's this, and maybe I'd pull myself back and I'd say, nope, not my path. There's another way. And what have you learned already? What do you know already? How do you usually deal with situations like this? And what's your next step? So don't worry if it's taken a long time. Step by step by step. Baby steps and bite-sized pieces. And don't forget to rest. Balance work, rest and play. Do not forget to rest and breathe and nurture your body and water and good food and rest and nature. Okay? So now we're going on to the Ascended Masters, see who is helping us next week. This is for a week beginning June 22nd. A happy Father's Day in Ireland and the UK and wherever else, I don't know. On Sunday, a big day on Sunday, the solstice, the new moon, the eclipse, and Father's Day. So we'll see now will a father come up to help us, or a male, even though we all know we have male and female within each of us. Vishnu, trust. Same message. Trust all I've said already. Now, Vishnu, don't know anything about Vishnu, so I'm going to R-S-T-U-V-W. Oh, okay. So we go on trust, not Vishnu. You can trust the situation you're inquiring about. The solid foundation of your situation gives it a trustworthy basis. Keep purifying your motivations so that they are completely about love and service to elevate the energy and experiences even further. Additional meanings. The person you're inquiring about is trustworthy. Trust you. Trust you first. Absolutely trust you and your inner knowingness, okay? But ask to be sent people who are trustworthy, and ask Archangel Michael to keep out of your energy those who are not trustworthy. Trust that your prayers are being answered even if you don't yet see the evidence. You're on the right path. Trust your gut feelings and your intuitions. So Vishnu is the Hindu god who works alongside the gods Brahma and Shiva to preserve the world. Fabulous. He brings about harmony when powers become unbalanced and provides protection and mercy to all. A benevolent and loving deity. Vishnu can help you feel safe about your current and future life. A perfect guide. Beautiful. That's just cool. Okay, now I have two more decks. Is there anything we have to surrender this week, starting the 22nd? 22, 23, there we go. Okay. So surrender your desire to control people, and maybe do a little digging on your actions at this time. Are you feeling you need to be contacting people, and why are you contacting them? Are you trying to help them or control a situation? Codependency. Do you feel, oh my God, I'm here to help this person. Oh my God, he might or she might need some help. Blah, de blah. I think it's you time and the success. Trust the higher powers and just look after you this week. And, you know, if you are guided to communicate with somebody, of course, do that. But ask yourself what you expect from this communication. You know, if there are expectations around it, just think about it again. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Mercury is going retrograde. There are, I don't know, many planets retrograde. So regroup, review, renew, reassess, all the re's. So that's why we're being told back off, regroup, and give the situation some time to breathe. And you breathe as well. And divine timing. It took me those 45 days, and it was an ending of 11 years to close this massive big door. And to me, the big door was the old me and all the patterns that I used to do. Now, that's not to say I'm going to be perfect and I'm not going to fall again into an old pattern or be nearly there or whatever. So divine timing was involved in this too, because it was an energy that I was clearing. Just give me a minute. 1 minute.
Reopen your hairdresser.
Okay. So I had to. My mother telling me the hairdressers are going to reopen the 29th of June. She only knows half of the work I do, really. She has no idea, but very supportive as well. So what was I saying? I was saying, yes, this was a big energetic closing of a big door. And I know that I had to be ready, but energetically the people connected to me had to be ready as well. They all energetically had to be ready to be able to stand on their own 2 feet, but as well as that, to be able to be ready for whatever comes next. And for me, I don't know what's next, but I know I have a lot of teaching to do and a lot of sharing on my own path to do, which will be a little scary because of what will people think, but we have to let go of that. But I know I will feel a little, even putting my book out there was a lot of me in my Onwards and Upwards book, and I went, oh geez. And a few people messaged me and I was saying, what are they going to think? But it's all fine. So divine timing is at play. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, did I say that earlier? Yeah, I said step by step, by baby step. According to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. No wonder the cards were falling everywhere. So the energy of this week, well, we've got a lot of the energy of this week, a lot of guidance and things to remember, and mostly things to remember, and one little bit of guidance to be aware of. So these are the cards I used yesterday in the weekend reading. I only pulled 2 of them and they were just great. So I hope this is one that I understand as well, because I haven't read the book in this deck. Well, some of them. So we'll do it this way. We will cut the deck. Ooh. Okay, the thinking man. So take that intuitively, whatever way you're thinking, feeling it, first of all. And it's 4 and 6 are 10, new beginnings, endings and new beginnings, as we know. So there's a lot of thinking going on in the collective, a lot of sifting and sorting and mentally wondering where one would like to be, and the future life, like we're all doing it, it's not just the males. Beautiful. It's just not just men that are thinking. Probably our masculine energy are reassessing our lives, reviewing our lives, and putting it out there where we want to be, what we want to achieve, what we want to create, and for some of us, where we want to live when all of this is over, and how we're going to get to live there. And we have to also remember the divine timing and God's time, and not our time, and the unfolding the way it's meant to unfold. If anybody told me 11 years ago that I was still going to be healing 11 years later and peeling the onion, I would not have believed them. So the thinking man, number 46. I don't think there's really any more to say on that card. He's standing before an archway and he has a crystal in his hand. He's thoughtful and reflective, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life, or about somebody that's teaching you now or about to arrive soon. Now, this is another perspective of it. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. I'm not taking it this way at all, but if it resonates with you, go for it. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, a technique, a course or study or healing practice could change your life forever. So that may be for some of you, all right. Then the reverse meaning is a male in your life not acting in your best interests. So anybody in a bad situation there, look for help, please. Make this week the week that you ask for help and stand in your power, and don't take any rubbish from a male in your life. But this card reversed is more about you than about others in your life. This card in this position usually indicates that such a learning and growth are actually a part of your own path and you're not heeding the call. So this man, if there's something awful going on or relationship not going well, this man is teaching you, or this female with a male energy is your teacher. What have I to learn in this situation? Have I to step into my power? Have I to stop taking rubbish from this person? Have I to specify my boundaries? Have I to leave? Have I to speak my truth? Have I to stop being a victim? You may be destined to be, that such a learning and growth are actually a part of your own path and you're not heeding the call. You may be destined to be a therapist, a teacher, a writer, a publisher, a psychic, or a healer of some sort. Your soul longs to serve in this capacity, whether professionally or just in your personal life, but something seems to be blocking your way. But it's time to break through and move in this direction now. Remember, what you learn during your own growth, you'll be able to share with others, often adding your own compassion and profound personal wisdom. Affirmation: I am willing to learn new things. It is safe and comfortable for me to open up and share. And I teach through my own experiences. In my book, I give instances and experiences on the different headings that I have in the book. I've been making videos, ancestral healing videos, and in those I give a lot of personal experiences as well, and they're going to be for purchase. I'm not putting them out over the internet because of the personal stuff that I share. Anybody who is willing to purchase won't be just purchasing to gossip, we'll say. So they will be for purchase. I've 6 made already, so I've a good few more to go, and I will let you know when they're ready for purchase. They can be purchased in ones or in a group. No idea the price yet. I'll see how many are in it, and then I will share. So whatever from that card resonates with you, there are several different scenarios that are coming through there. Some of what I've been working on energetically over the last 45 days as well, about relationships between men and women over the centuries, especially in Ireland. And so I must have been clearing, as well as trusting my path, trusting my inner knowingness, and not being pulled off my path through fear. Okay, so that's it. That was, yeah. So success and divine timing, the thinking man, surrender control, and surrender control over the path as well, like, because you have no idea what way it's going to unfold, you know, and you might think, all right, this is what I'm going to do next, and then you wake up tomorrow, nope, the spirit comes along and says, no, that's not what you're doing. You get a phone call and you're taken over there, and this teacher walks in, and you say, oh, okay, I have something else to learn. That's the way I looked at my physical ailment. I went, okay, here we go. We're going to learn something new to be able to share with the people. So that's it. Happy week, and I'll talk to you. I'm here for readings. If you need personal readings, check my website. So love and light. Talk to you soon again.